If pictures could speak 1,000 words, when you look at that picture right there, let me back this up like a U-Haul truck. If you could look at this picture and say, what does this tell you about this story? I think that you wouldn't be wrong as far as looking at that and making a judgment call. But before we even get there, y'all know I got a little bit to say about this. Let me give you guys the fair usage real quick, or a disclaimer. Some of you might find my content controversial or offensive. The information is coming from credible sources, including police records, charges, news websites, and interviews, which I'm getting this one from CBS42.com. So thank you for the article. This video commentary is also going to contain my personal opinion about the facts of the story. The point is to use this as a cautionary tale in hopes to preventing tragedies like this going forward to children. Viewer discretion is advised, and that is your official disclaimer. Now, let's talk about this man and that dumbfounded look on his face that I'm going to tell you. That's a scary looking face, if y'all understood what he did. So, Tampa, Florida. I don't know how close Tampa is. I don't think it's anywhere near Miami. But they're going to have to take the L. I will be out there this weekend in Florida. Hopefully I don't see nothing like this. 2 children were rescued only minutes after they were kidnapped in a carjacking on Monday, according to the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office in Florida. Deputy Jonathan Alvarez was flagged down at around 6:40 p.m. on Monday while driving through Tampa by a man who said his truck had just been stolen with his 2 children inside. Now, I do have a video if you guys want to see this interaction. These are screenshots from it. That's got to just break your heart to just know, like, what in the God green earth was this fool about to do with these kids? The Deputy Alvarez immediately chased after the man's 2011 white Chevy Silverado and, without losing sight of the truck, managed to perform a traffic stop within a few minutes. Stop the truck now, he was on his radio screaming at the dude, ordered through his police cruiser's speaker system. Alvarez's body camera shows one of the children saying, "That's not my dad," as he tells the driver to get out of the truck. And I'm going to have some choice words about how this goes down. Deputies say that the man behind the wheel is 37 years old, and his name is Kevin Smith, whose criminal history dates back to 2003 in Hillsborough County, almost 20 years. Also in the truck were the 2 children who were ages 4 years old and 8 years old. Alvarez approached the vehicle, which had stopped in a parking lot, and one of the children told the deputy, "This guy robbed my dad's car," according to Sheriff's Office. Smith was arrested without further incident. He faces 2 counts of felony kidnapping and 1 count of grand theft of a motor vehicle. The 2 children were not injured and safely returned to their father. The deputy added that Smith is currently incarcerated at the Falkenberg Road Jail without bond. This situation could have been a lot worse had it not been for the swift action taken by Deputy Alvarez. Hillsborough County Sheriff Chad Chronister said, "He halted what could have been an otherwise terrifying situation for any parent. Thanks to him, 2 children are safe in the arms of their loved ones today." What I want to do is I want to show y'all the video because I need y'all to have context before I say what I'm getting ready to say, because I'm sure some of y'all are going to get pissed off about what I'm about to say, all right? So before we get there, fair use. Let's go. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. He does look kind of like Michael Myers. I'm glad somebody caught that in the chat. Here's what I want y'all to do. What I want you guys in the chat, first of all, to click that thumbs up. We want to have 1 thumb up for everybody watching. Super easy to do. It helps share this video so more people can see this. Simple thing to do. Just click that thumbs up, okay? I want y'all to look at this video as you're watching it. Tell me what you think when you see this. And I want to see if y'all draw the same conclusion that I drew. All right? Just want to throw that out there. I'm going to have some very, very choice words about how this interaction went. Here we go.
What's going on?
A sheriff's deputy was in the right place at the right time when a man flagged him down on the street claiming his vehicle with his 2 children inside had been stolen.
Step out of the car. Step out of the car, bro.
Deputy Jonathan Pazmino Alvarez of the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office in Florida found the vehicle and immediately pulled it over. That's when he confronted the suspect. Body cam shows the children were in the front seat and eager to be reunited with their dad.
Give me the car keys. Give me the car keys.
I know where your dad is.
I know where your dad is. I saw him running this way. Give me the car keys.
The suspect was reluctant to get out of the car, but the deputy patiently coaxed him out.
But step out, you're gonna punch me. I'm not gonna punch you, bro. No, I promise you.
You will.
I promise you.
Within a few minutes, 37-year-old Kevin Smith was in custody. He's charged with 2 counts of kidnapping and 1 count of grand theft of a motor vehicle. His bond was set at $202,000. The children were returned to their father unharmed. The sheriff's office used the opportunity to remind people to always take their keys and their children with them whenever they leave their vehicle.
Now, y'all saw how that went, right? I'm going to show you guys another video. I'm going to give you guys to type in the chat. I'm going to give you a chance to type. Let me know what you think about how this interaction went. Do you think the officer did what was appropriate? And I want you to also think about the wider scope about how most police officers deal with other situations when it comes to stolen cars and people screwing with folks' kids. Think about that. Next video.
The number of carjackings in cities across the country skyrocketing. In Chicago, that number has tripled over the last 3 years. And in Tampa, Florida, 2 children are now safe after a man stole a truck with a 4- and 8-year-old still inside. But a deputy caught that truck within minutes. Senior national correspondent Brian Inton is live in Miami. Brian, this is the second carjacking we've covered this week.
Yeah, it's getting really crazy, Nicole. The numbers are staggering, especially in some cities. But the situation in Florida with this carjacking from Monday is really, really scary because there were 2 little kids inside the car.
Stop the truck! Now!
This is how the terrifying ordeal for a 4- and 8-year-old started. A Hillsborough County, Florida sheriff's deputy is trying to pull over this stolen truck Monday with 2 innocent children inside.
Why are you doing with the kids? What's going on?
Investigators say Kevin Smith stole the truck with the kids inside. You can hear one of the children talking to the deputy.
These not your car? Step out of the car. Step out of the car, bro. Okay, step out of the car. Help me out here.
For a tense minute and a half, Smith won't get out of the truck. You see the kids in the passenger seat. But Deputy Pazmino Alvarez manages to keep things calm and eventually gets the accused carjacker out of the truck.
Stay here. I need to figure out what's going on. That's all.
The sheriff says things could have been much, much worse if Deputy Alvarez hadn't taken such swift action. Carjacking stats can be hard to track because they sometimes get mixed in with other crime statistics like auto theft, which increased 16% in 2021.
Brazen, bold, heinous.
A pastor was gunned down in a carjacking outside her home in Memphis. A thief runs up a driveway with a weapon in New Orleans. And an Atlanta mother of 3 was tossed out of her car and run over with it, captured on her own Ring camera. Police departments nationwide are reporting an increase in carjackings. In Chicago, motor vehicle theft is up 76% year to date, and they have 40 police officers on a carjacking task force.
Razor 103.
Thankfully for the kids in this truck, a hero deputy stepped in just in time. It really is hard to wrap your mind around some of the stats in Chicago. 76% up from last year. So there are so many more.
If y'all live in Chicago, if you're good law-abiding citizens, y'all remember that Jordan Peele movie? What was it called? Get Out. Jesus. 76 per, do you know how high that is? So all you can do is just, let me show you guys this one more time. Let's look at this again. And then I'm going to give you a comparative video. And this is why I don't really look, I am not one of those people that are against the police. I think most people understand that. I'm a proponent for police. I'm for policing and for proper training and following the freaking law. I've gotten more strong in my stance when it comes to that. I've grown over the years, trying to become a better person. But I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to let y'all watch this one more time, and then I'm going to show you a completely different situation, which leads me to be confused about what the hell are they training these police? This is an indictment on the police yet again. I'm not one of those people that are saying defund the police. I think that's stupid. I think they need more funding. They need to be refunded. They just need to be trained properly. Look at this again. Y'all tell me, did he handle this correctly? And then I'm going to show you a video of a police officer that I thought went way too far.
Why are you doing with the kids? What's going on?
An alleged kidnapper caught on camera as Florida officers make a quick rescue of 2 young children.
All right, step out of the car.
No, it's not my dad.
Step out of the car, bro.
It happened on October 10th in Hillsborough County, Florida. Just before 7 o'clock that evening, Deputy Jonathan Pasmino Alvarez was flagged down by a distressed father.
I know where my dad is.
I know where your dad is. I saw him running this way.
The man told the officer his children, ages 4 and 8, were taken when someone stole his truck. Just minutes later, Deputy Pasmino Alvarez got eyes on the vehicle.
Stop the truck! Now! Pull into the parking lot!
When the truck pulled over, the deputy began asking questions.
Bro, I got car.
These not your car?
No, it's
Step out of the
not
car. Step out of the car, bro. Okay, step out of the car. Help me out here.
The suspect, later identified as 37-year-old Kevin Smith, continued to tell the
I want y'all to look at the police officer's hands. Let me back it up just a hair. I want you guys to look at his hands. Look at the police officer. We're looking at his body cam. Look at his hands. Tell me what is in his hands. What is in his hands? He's already heard that the kid said, "That's not my dad," which he then reached for the door, opened the door, and said, "Step out of the car." So at this point, you know it's time to get this asshole out of this truck. Nothing in his hands. At this point, you know something is wrong because you opened the door. He didn't open the door. What's in his hands? This man is in a situation where you know something is wrong. What's in his hands? I want y'all to remember all of the situations, no matter whether it be with them dealing with black people, white people, Mexican people, Asian people, any people. How about just men, period? Because it usually doesn't happen to women in general. There's usually a man thing. Men are usually viewed as a threat, especially when you find them and you've caught them red-handed, and that was your red flag. This kids are saying, "That's not my dad." Red flag, sir. So we got it on tape. Nothing in hand. No gun, no taser. I want y'all to freaking remember that. And remember, please, I'm not the one against police. I'm for police, not against. Let's watch.
7-year-old Kevin Smith continued to tell the deputy, quote, "It's not me."
Are you gonna step out? I cannot let you. Give me the car keys. Give me the car keys.
Want y'all to listen. How many times did he give this man instruction that he didn't follow? Multiple times. When the dude, he actually tried to pull the dude out of the car, and the dude resisted him and pulled back. That's on video. That's on video. I've seen that happen plenty of times, and it got violent real quick. The police got aggressive real quick. But not here, though. Just curious as to why. Kids are involved.
Body cam footage captures one of the children saying the suspect is not his father as the officer attempts to take the man into custody.
Is this?
Yeah.
All right, step out of the car.
No, it's not my dad.
Step out of the car, bro. Step out of the car. Step out.
And he pulls back right there on camera. The second he pulls back, if nothing else, maybe some of y'all didn't see that. Let me show you this again. He tried to pull him out. He had him about a fourth of the way out, and he pulled himself back into the truck.
All right, step out of the
No,
car.
it's not my dad.
Step out of the car, bro.
He's a fourth out right there. Watch him pull himself back in.
Step out of the car.
Right there. About a fourth out. Watch him pull himself back.
Step out of the car.
Now he's back in. That's resisting by the letter of the law, is it not?
Smith was arrested on the scene and later charged with grand theft motor vehicle and 2 counts of felony kidnapping. The children were not injured in the incident and were safely returned to their father.
Now, in the police's eyes, they look at this and say, we got him in custody without incident, right? Well, that's fine. If you're going to treat everybody like this in these situations, fine, but I think there should be a standard. And there's not a cookie cutter method. Every situation is going to be different. But I know this ain't got nothing to do with this story in particular, but I'm just real curious. If you watch this video, I thought police officers, my bad, should at least share a similar mindset when it comes to enforcing the law, right or wrong. Look at this and tell me, why did this deserve this treatment, and that man who had somebody else's kids, who stole those kids, didn't get no rough treatment at all? He didn't even get a taser after resisting the officer. Keeping the keys in the truck, could have threw that thing in gear, drove off, could have did anything.
San Antonio police officer has been fired after shooting an unarmed teenager. It was caught on camera, and we should note that the teenager was wounded but is expected to survive. Here it is.
I want y'all to look at this. This kid was having a burger in a parking lot where he bought the burger and got shot multiple times. He didn't steal the car. He didn't steal the burger. He didn't steal any money. And he didn't steal anybody's children. No taser, got bullets up his ass. Watch this.
San Antonio PD released this video from last Sunday of the officer firing at the teen's car, basically at point-blank range. The officer claimed the teen hit him with his car, but the body cam video appears to show that did not happen. The teen was taken to the hospital in critical condition and is reportedly now stable. The fired officer could still face criminal charges.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC.
And that wasn't even the best video of that. Let me see if I can find a little bit better video than that one. That one was a little bit shorter, but I think y'all get the gist of what I'm saying. Let me just skip it. I think y'all get the gist of what I'm saying. I just find that weird how a kid eating a burger, a young man, I should say, he's driving, so he's a young man, eating a burger and gets a bullet in the ass. For what law he broke. And here's what's crazy. They actually tried to charge that kid with breaking the law. Said he hit the kid, ran over the officer with the car, hit him with the door, fled from him, and all kind of other stuff. They ended up dropping the charges. All of the charges. Dropped them. They're saying he did nothing wrong. But the police officer got fired. Did that deem a bullet in the ass if he didn't do nothing wrong? But you have this man who did everything. Everything, like Cat Williams would say, this man did everything wrong. He stole a truck. He stole a truck that didn't belong to him with somebody's children inside the truck. He then evaded the police. He then resisted arrest. He then defied orders of the police officer. Not only did you see the police officer's hands were visible with nothing in them to disable this threat, because this man is a threat. They didn't have a taser nor a gun in hand to allegedly protect themselves in this highly dangerous situation when you had a red flag and you knew something was wrong. Why did he open the door? Because he heard the kid say, "This ain't my dad. Truck stolen. Oh crap. Gotta get this man." He has no shoes on. Why he ain't got no damn shoes on? I could ask, why did he steal the man's truck and steal the man's kids? What was he getting ready to do to these kids? Huh? And once the dude pulled against this man, and come on now, we have people who have law enforcement in their family, or maybe you've been involved with law enforcement at some point in time. And this ain't even a little dude. Let me throw that out there. Let me back this up real quick. That dude looked like a strong crack head. Look at him. That's not a small man. He's got crackhead strength. You could see it in his forearms. That dude looked like he would chew through a fence. This man looks like he would jump in front of a train to see if he could beat it passing by. Right? This is the type of dude that you would find creeping around in your attic. This is the type of dude that will be crawling around a sewer, seeing if he could find the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and help them find Master Splinter. Shall I keep going? This is one of the type of, let me stop. Let me stop. This dude literally looks like he mud wrestles with warthogs. Walking Dead looking ass. Thank you. Oh, mutated character looking ass. That is not a small, with all jokes aside, that is not a little bitty tiny dude. And he looks strong, and you notice the officer got some pretty big forearms. He pulled the dude, and the dude was strong enough with one arm to pull himself back into the vehicle, but he don't even get a taser. Once he pulls back from you, once you engage him with physical contact, that should have let you know he was a threat at that point. Am I saying that Forrest Gump on crack should have gotten a taser? Yes, I am. Am I saying he should have got shot? No, I'm not, because the kids are right there. Taser? Yes. Gun? No. But here's what I don't understand. When this man clearly presents a threat, and this, like I said, I'm just confused because we don't apply this properly across the board with law enforcement. There are too many times when I see police officers draw guns in situations that don't deserve it. Like the boy eating a freaking dollar menu hamburger and get bullets shot in his asshole. That didn't deserve a gun. That didn't even deserve a taser. That didn't even deserve a conversation. Huh? It didn't deserve a gun. It didn't deserve a taser. It didn't deserve a conversation. It didn't deserve for police to put his lights on. It didn't even concern him as far as why you would even give a fuck about he's out there eating a goddamn $1.15 cheeseburger. He didn't even have enough money to get no fries. He got a cup of water in there. But he gonna be rich as shit though, because he gonna sue the whole hell out of that police department. And he's gonna deserve every dime that he get. If I was him, I would get a lawyer and file a $2.5 billion lawsuit. Of course they don't have $2 billion. Sue them anyway. Maximize generational wealth, right? Off of the backs of the taxpayers. Why not? You don't deserve to get shot just because you wanted to eat unhealthy. But this man, who may or may not deserved a bullet in his ass, who in my opinion appears to be a career criminal, a career fuck up, a person who is not a law-abiding citizen, stealing trucks and kidnapping children, don't get a bullet in the ass, let alone a taser. They get a fair talking to. They get all the chances in the world. And you handcuff him and take him in without incident. I mean, you could have, I don't know. Where's Rodney King when you need him? I'm pretty sure Rodney King be like, why did I get this treatment, but he gets this? The standard is just, it's not a lot of standard there. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Of course, I had a lot of thoughts about this. I'm going to refrain from going any deeper into what maybe I might be thinking. But I think that this dude is not going to change. He's not going to get any better. He's going to be looking for his next hit as soon as he gets out of jail. So what's the point of him being able to get out of jail? I think a life sentence will probably suit him best. Stealing on people's kids and trucks. Let me know what you guys think about the comment section about this story, okay? Thank you.